Hi, dear tutorial mates. I want to apologize because I couldn't work in video scribe because I needed to pay and it's working. So therefore, I decided to do this video in order to do the activity according with the last task. The idea is to describe how to perceive the translating into the mother or the native language and to the foreign language, and the experience to the in the course around this time. So in the last task was a really good exercise because I needed to know more about the translation, the direct translation, and the reverse translation. So I was too confused a little bit about it, but I read a lot in order to understand it. And when I start to work in the church, so I really needed to read a lot of times each sentence, like in Spanish and English, because in some cases I understand like was a direct translation, and in other cases both were possible. So it was a very good exercise in order to understand like practice. In all this time, I think and I consider was a really good experience because I practice a lot the translation, but I think I never forget the activity when we needed to translate a video and we need to write a subtitles about the video in English. And I think it was a very good activity in order to understand and practice the translation. However, I needed to read more about the translation in a video because was a good exercise, but I needed to understand more about to know the rules for working in it. Um, the other exercise that we do is according with the translate a text that we needed to translate for myself. It was also a good idea because I needed to understand the idea in Spanish and translate it in English. So the idea is to understand the context because in some cases we have expression in English and Spanish and it's difficult to translate it. So the idea is to change the word or to have the context in order to don't change the the context, the meaning of the sentence. And in the last task, for me was very good because I understand very well what is the difference between direct and relate, and how many things the direct we work in. I think in the first or in the second task, the activity according to the direct translation that I think is about the word that I taught about the text that we needed to translate. So I understand that the direct translation has many things for change, like the literal, the literal translation when there are words that you can't translate, like names or something like that, or calcul. I don't remember the others, but it's when you change the word, you omit the word, or you add the word in order to help to understand the idea according to the text, sentence, or everything about it. Um, I think this is my opinion about the course, and I apologize again because I couldn't work in the app or in the website, but it was a really interesting course for me, and I learned a lot, and can I could work with these tools, the TIC tools, in order to help my students because I am teacher and my coworkers. Thank you so much.